What if I told you that everything you think is opposite is actually the same thing, just vibrating at a different frequency, and that mystery schools built their entire initiatory systems around this one principle? This is the hermetic principle of polarity, and once you understand it, you'll see why every Western occult order, from the Golden Dawn down to the Rosicrucians to even builders of the Adytum, structured their teachings around balancing opposites. Now let's start by breaking down the principle, which states that everything is dual, everything has poles, and everything has its pair of opposites. But here's the key. Opposites aren't separate things. They're actually the same thing at different degrees. Now, think about it like this. Hot and cold, they're not different. They're both temperature, just at different points on the same scale. Love and hate aren't opposites. They're both emotional attachment, just at different intensities. And you can slide from one to the other because they're actually the same energy expressing at different frequencies. Light and dark, same thing. Electromagnetic radiation at different wavelengths. Good and evil, same energy, just directed different ways. Spirit and matter, it's the same substance at different densities. Now this isn't just philosophy. Mystery schools built entire practical systems around this. Now the Golden Dawn structure is polarity. The Tree of Life has two outer pillars, severity on the left and mercy on the right. And every initiate's work is learning to balance these forces. You invoke one pole, then the other, and then stabilize in the middle pillar. Their rituals deliberately work with opposing energies, masculine and feminine, active and passive, expanding and contracting, and then they synthesize them together. Now the grade system itself moves you between polarities. You experience restriction, then expansion, discipline, and then mercy. You're being trained to hold both poles simultaneously without collapsing into one extreme. Now Rosicrucians made polarity their central symbol. The rose cross is the union of opposites. The red rose, feminine and receptive like Venus, blooming at the center of the cross. Masculine and active like Mars. It's not just imagery, it's the entire teaching compressed into one image. Now their alchemical work is all polarity. Sulfur's the masculine, fiery and active principle. Mercury is the feminine, fluid, receptive principle. And you don't just choose one, you have to marry them together. Now the Philosopher's Stone isn't created by purifying one substance, it's created by balancing two opposing forces until they transmute into something that goes far beyond both of them. Now, builders of the Adytum took polarity and mapped it onto tarot as well. Paul Foster Case taught that every card has its polar opposite, and understanding both unlocks the lesson. The Magician is active will and conscious direction, while the High Priestess is receptive memory and subconscious absorption. You need both. One without the other just creates imbalance. Now, builders of the Adytum's color work is also based on complementary colors, polar opposites on the color wheel, red and green, blue and orange, yellow and violet. And when you meditate on these pairs, you're training your consciousness to hold polarity without collapsing it. Here's why this matters practically. Most people swing between extremes.